Welcome back, everybody, to the Movie Trivia Challenge. This is the singles exhibition match. I'm your host, Hunter Match Analyst, and tonight we are having a exhibition match on the Cornetto Trilogy. Super excited for this. We have a great panel of guys, so let's start off with the philosopher, Kevin Poss. How's it going, man?
Going great. I love this trilogy. I have been in a match of this style against this guy right here and a couple of other, one other guy that we didn't come out on top. So should be interesting to see how we do against Robert and Chris tonight. And I brought all three flavors of my Cornetto.
There you go. And we have Mr. Hot Fuzz, Joe Farrelly. How's it going, man?
Pretty good. You know, I've been playing under this nickname since I joined this community, so I'm the only Brit here, so I've got to represent. So, you know, I kind of had to be here. But I look forward to this. I know, like I said, like Kevin said, I played in a match against him in this, and he knows his stuff. Robert is just smashing up every match I see him playing at the moment, doing really well. So I'm worried about a future match coming up. But there's that. And obviously, Chris, the ever-present, obviously, like you said, he knows his stuff. And he's been here as pretty much as long as I have. So this should be fun.
Definitely. We have the current MTC singles champion of the world, Robert Castner. How's it going, man?
Well, I didn't bring all. Well, actually, I did bring all my flavors, but there's more than three. And but I'm wearing red. I'm writing in red.
You got red on you.
I don't.
You beat me.
Well, the point was I didn't want to get red on me, even though I'm covered in it. But this will be a fun time for sure.
And then last but not least, we have Mr. Chris Diaz. How's it going, man?
Very good. Here to play match about one of my favorite movie trilogy all time. What I'll be watching over the past few days. They have fun.
That's probably where I went wrong because
Definitely.
I didn't rewatch.
All right, guys. I will explain to you how this match will work. There will be 20 total questions. 15 of those in round number one will be regular whiteboard round. You get it right, you gain 1 point. Nothing happens if you miss it. Round number two is the gain one, lose one round for the final 5 questions. You guys understand?
Yep.
Indeed.
If you guys are ready, we will start with the very first question. Who plays Diane, Liz's roommate in Shaun of the Dead? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Kevin.
Lucy Davis.
That is correct. Joe.
Etta Candy herself, Lucy Davis.
That is correct. Chris.
Lucy Davis.
That is correct. And Robert.
It helps when you look back through the end credits 5 times to make sure you know everybody. Lucy Davis.
That is correct. Your next question. In Hot Fuzz, the first 2 victims of the axe-wielding killer are the 2 lead actors for what local play?
Hello, listening.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. Joe.
They're doing a homage to William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
That is correct. Chris.
I hope the homage to Romeo and Juliet.
That is correct. Robert.
Love me, say that you love me. Romeo and Juliet.
That is correct. And Kevin.
I really can't do that.
All right. 2, 2, 2, 2. Going to the third question. What is the name of the 7th pub where Gary and Sam had sex as teenagers in The World's End?
Can you tech? Because it cut out a little bit. I think I know what you're asking, but I just want to be sure.
Yeah. Yeah. What is the name of the 7th pub where Gary and Sam had sex as teenagers in The World's End?
Hey, Kevin, do you remember I missed this one?
I do. I actually rewatched our match just
So
in
did I.
case. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing. That's why there's a couple of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I missed this one.
4, 3,
What happened?
1.
I
Pin
missed
down.
your.
Chris.
The two-headed dog.
That is correct. Robert.
I'm glad you did the number. The two-headed dog.
That is correct. Kevin.
The two-headed dog.
That is correct. And Joe.
Never miss the same question twice. The two-headed dog.
There we go.
That is correct. All right, your next question. Which movie in the Cornetto Trilogy has the highest critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes? Had to throw some outside of the movie questions in here too.
That'd be from two.
Of course, it's between two.
Answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Robert.
I said Shaun of the Dead.
That is correct. Kevin.
It's my favorite, so I said Shaun of the Dead.
That is correct. Joe.
Definitely the most critically loved, so Shaun of the Dead.
That is correct. And Chris.
No, I didn't get that hot fuzz.
Ooh, okay. So it's Kevin 4, Joe 4, Robert 4, Chris 3. Yes, Shaun of the Dead has a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Honestly surprised it's that low.
All right, your 5th question. What vinyl record does Shawn and Ed decide to throw at the zombies first in their garden in Shaun of the Dead? Five, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2, 1. Pins down. Well, we start.
Joe
Ask for a repeat.
Who was that?
Me.
Okay, sorry about that. What vinyl record does Shawn and Ed decide to throw at the zombies first in their garden in Shaun of the Dead?
I had a different answer, so yep.
3, 2,
Thank you.
1. Pins down, Joe.
Dire Straits.
I'm sorry?
Dire Straits.
That is incorrect. Chris.
Batman 89. Because you said yes, Batman.
Batman soundtrack. Yep. Robert.
Yeah, they go through all the Prince albums. They technically throw Electro first,
Electro.
but it's the Batman soundtrack.
That is correct. And Kevin.
Batman soundtrack.
That is correct.
Dire Straits is next.
All right,
Yeah.
guys. Your next question. In The World's End, what color is the ink of the androids? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We will start with Joe.
Blue.
That is correct. Chris.
Blue. I have blue in my hand, as they were saying. So.
Correct. Robert.
We've got ink on our hands, and it's blue.
That is correct. And Kevin.
They're blue.
That is correct. All right, guys, your next question. Who plays Tom Weaver, a professor who represents the Neighborhood Watch Alliance in Hot Fuzz? So right now we have Kevin and Robert tied in the lead with 6. Joe and Chris tied with 5.
Well,
When you look at that NWA cast, god damn, there are some
Repeat.
great veterans.
All right. Repeat for Chris. Question is, who plays Tom Weaver, a professor who represents the Neighborhood Watch Alliance in Hot Fuzz?
I have a face in my head. I can't remember the name.
it's all right, Chris. I can't remember it.
5, 4,
No.
3, 2, 1. Hands down, we start with Chris.
I did again. I can't hear anything. I don't know.
That is incorrect. Robert.
I know this person's in it, but it's not the right person. I said Paul Freeman.
That is incorrect. Kevin.
Edward Woodward.
That is correct. And Joe.
If you take the D's out of his name, he'd be Iwa Wuwa. It's Edward Woodward.
I just remembered it because it's Ed Wood and then Word at the end.
Hey, fair.
There is some that cast of the NWA. Some proper actors that are veterans in that.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. What 2 weapons do Shawn and Ed use to kill the first 2 zombies with in Shaun of the Dead? Five, 4, 3, 2. All right, Chris's second repeat. The question is, what 2 weapons do Shawn and Ed use to kill the first 2 zombies with in Shaun of the Dead?
This might be one of those things where Kevin has drawn first blood, so we might all just be SOL.
You never know.
Might be one of those things.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Robert.
Go into the shed for the cricket bat and the shovel.
That is correct. Kevin.
Shovel and cricket bat.
That is correct. Joe.
Cricket bat and shovel.
That is correct. And Chris.
Did you get a baseball bat and win a stick? I had it in my head.
Okay. All right, guys. Your next question. Which film in the Cornetto Trilogy made the most money at the worldwide box office?
I like these questions. They're like the great equalizer question.
Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Kevin.
I was tempted to go World's End, but I went Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz is correct.
Whoa.
Joe.
Hot Fuzz.
That is correct. Chris.
No, I went World's End. I should have.
Robert.
I also went World's End.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Hot Fuzz made $80 million worldwide. Your next question.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
What is the full name of Danny's father in Hot Fuzz? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Joe.
Pack it in, Frank, you silly bastard, Frank Butterman.
That is correct. Chris.
No, I don't even want to show my hands.
Robert.
You incompetent flatfoots, Frank Butterman.
I take that personally, Robert.
Kevin.
What?
I took that personally.
I know.
All right, so right now I have Kevin with 10, Joe with 9, Robert with 8, and Chris with 5. Going into question number 11. Who plays David in Shaun of the Dead?
Let's see.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. We will start with Chris.
Didn't get anything. I know his face from somewhere. I have to.
Robert.
Dylan Moran.
That is correct. Kevin.
Dylan Moran.
That is correct. Joe.
Dylan Moran.
That is correct. All right, so Kevin still has a 1-point lead. It is Robert with 9, Kevin in the lead with 11, Joe behind with 10, Robert with 9, and Chris with 5. Your next question: Who ends up in a relationship with Sam at the end of The World's End? We will just accept first name. Hopefully, these questions are well balanced.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Robert.
It's a good name for a band, Steven. You should write it down.
That is correct. Kevin.
Steven Prince.
That is correct. Joe.
Steven.
That is correct. And Chris.
Nope. I have a bad day today.
Your next question: Who plays Arthur Weebly, a farmer at Sanford who has a huge stockpile of weapons and hot fuzz?
Ian, heavy movie.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, Chris's last repeat. Your question is: Who plays Arthur Weebly, a farmer at Sanford who has a huge stockpile of weapons in Hot Fuzz? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Joe.
David Bradley.
That is correct. Chris.
I got made to drive for his heavy body character.
Robert.
The best thing is he runs like Filch in The World's End. David Bradley.
That is correct.
David Bradley, yeah.
That is correct.
The new First Doctor, David Bradley.
Hello.
All right, your 14th question. Who does Pete say bit his hand on the way home in Shaun of the Dead? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Kevin.
I think it's a mugger.
Mugger is correct. Joe.
Somebody uses his crackheads.
I will also accept that. Mugger, crackheads. Yep. Chris.
I said drunken intruder because I think someone break into the house and he played it with
That is
drunk.
incorrect. Robert.
I have the same look on my face as Joe, because I said some crackheads. He said he was mugged.
Yeah, mugged by
Yeah.
some kids. Yeah, that's it.
All right. So your 15th and final question, round number 1. With what weapon does the masked killer kill the town's forest in Hot Fuzz?
How specific do you want it to be?
5. Just what type of weapon? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down. I believe we're on Chris.
Is that a hedge clipper? Like the thing that cut for hedges?
I can't accept
I'm
that.
telling you because that's technically what they use.
Uh,
It is technically.
Yeah.
Let's see what everyone has. Robert.
Leslie Tiller was fucking murdered by some gardening shears.
Gardening shears. Kevin.
I also said gardening shears.
Joe.
She tripped and fell on her own shears. But I think I think
I'll go ahead and give Chris the point.
I think it's
yeah, I think it's technically correct.
yeah. He knew what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So at the end of round number 1, we have Kevin in the lead with 15, Joe behind with 14, Robert behind that with 13, and Chris behind with 6.
The worst thing is the
Ow.
one I missed. The answer was an IG movie.
All right, guys. So round number 2 works like this: is the game 1, lose when we have 5 questions to go. You get one right, or you get it right, you gain 1 point. You miss it or refuse to answer, you lose 1 point. All right. If you are ready for the first question, who composed the score for Hot Fuzz? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Kevin.
David Arnold.
That is correct. Joe.
Pierce Brosnan in the first 2 Daniel Craig movies. David
That is
Arnold.
correct. Chris.
Nope, at that Airline Sylvester.
And Robert.
I was gonna say this is probably one of Joe's favorites, David Arnold.
That is correct. Alright, guys. Where does Shawn hide Zombie Ed at the end of Shaun of the Dead?
I'm so glad I get to go first with this one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Joe.
Shaun of the Dead by Zombie Ed in the shed.
That is correct. Chris.
And
Chris.
Chris?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
My turn? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's the answer?
What's your answer?
In the shed.
That is correct.
Yeah.
In the shed.
Robert.
Just pop off in the garden for 2 seconds in the shed.
That is correct. And Kevin.
the shed.
That is correct. Alright, guys. What is the name of the third pub of the Golden Mile in the World's End? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins is down. We start with Chris.
Let it again, tell you, fella.
I'm sorry?
Let it again, tell you, fella. Everybody come.
Okay. Robert.
Gary King, you're banned from the famous car.
That is correct. Kevin.
Famous cock.
That is correct. Joe.
The famous cock.
That is correct. Your penultimate question. Who is revealed to be the leader of the NWA in Hot Fuzz? And the answer is not no whites allowed for the NWA question. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat for Robert. Who is revealed to be the leader of the NWA in Hot Fuzz?
There's something
I had to
want
write a
say
lot
about
because I
this.
wanted to be very formal.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Kevin.
Frank Butterman.
That is correct. Joe.
Frank Butterman.
That is correct. Chris.
I gotta remember the name that time of Frank Butterman.
That is correct. Robert.
The Chief Inspector Frank Butterman.
That is correct.
I mean, he's just the inspector.
Yeah.
They call wait. Well, I mean they call Nicholas the
Angel
chief
Chief at the end, yeah.
at the end. So isn't he technically the chief inspector of?
No, he's
Yeah.
only got 2 pips. 2 pips is inspector. Bill Nighy's chief inspector. He's got 3 pips.
All right, if you want to challenge, that's fine.
I mean, I don't want to challenge because you had the
Guys, this is
character
just
right.
for fun.
You had the character right. I don't challenge on stuff like that, but I rank structure.
That's fair.
And your final question. How many actors/actresses have had recurring roles in all 3 of the Cornetto Trilogy films? Had to go little balls on the wall on this one. I'll give you guys 20 seconds for this one. Five, four, three.
No, in all 3. Or just like.
Yeah, Chris, you used all 3 of yours.
Just to
Kevin,
clarify, they have to appear in all 3.
all 3. Yes.
All 3. All right.
All right, 15 extra seconds on the clock. Five, four, three, two.
I'm gonna repeat.
All right. Your question is, how many actors/actresses have had recurring roles in all 3 of the Cornetto Trilogy?
Thank you for that repeat.
I just try to help people, Chris.
Might be a number off, but I just remembered.
Five, four, three.
One more time.
All right. How many actors/actresses have had recurring roles in all 3 of the Cornetto Trilogy?
This will be fun, like, if we all get it wrong. Or if one of us gets it right, and then the whole game swings on this number question.
That's it.
I mean, last play, but it's fun game.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
All right, Joe using his second repeat. How many actors/actresses have had recurring roles in all 3 of the Cornetto Trilogy?
Might be a number off.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Last one.
All right, Joe's using his last one. How many actors/actresses have had recurring roles in all 3 of the Cornetto Trilogy?
I just hope I'm not way off. That's
I hope I'm not way off too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down when we start with Kevin.
6.
That is incorrect. Joe.
I also had 6.
That is incorrect. Chris.
I said 4.
That is incorrect. Robert.
Am I gonna tie this? 5?
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Correct answer is 7.
Oh.
Okay. So Simon
Oh,
Pegg,
it's
Nick Cross,
Simon
Race
Pegg, Nick
Ball-
Cross,
Race
Martin
Ball.
Freeman,
Baseball.
Bill
man.
Nye, Rafi Spall,
Raceball.
Trisha Franklin, and Julia Deakin.
Julia Deakin. Ah, that's what
I mean, Peter Serafinovich is uncredited in Hot Fuzz, but he is in it.
This is true. Yeah. You're not wrong. Yeah.
But we were still all wrong anyway, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
still would have been wrong. Ah.
All right, so with that, and your winner with a score of 13 points, Kevin, the Philosopher Pause. Congratulations, man. How you feeling?
It feels good. This was a great match. Robert and Joe kept me on my toes the entire time. I would love to do this again anytime. So I love this series of films. and just love getting to rewatch them whenever I can.
Definitely. And our runner-up, Hot Fuzz, Joe Farrelly with 12 points. How you feeling, man?
Not bad, not bad. I mean, like I said, maybe I should have rewatched them, but just forgot Julie Deacon, and that annoyed me. But it is what it is. I'm more annoyed about the Batman one because it's an IG movie, and that's where I find my trade most. But yeah, Kevin had a great match, just like he did last time, and I say Robert and Chris kept us all on our toes. So can't complain too much considering I didn't rewatch the movies, and I'm on about 20. Been up for 20 hours, but yeah, it's good.
I mean, fair. And our third place, Robert Castner. You didn't know you were on being here till about a few days ago. How you feeling, man?
I feel pretty good. You know, I missed one that was a like box office question between two, so I almost don't count that one. And then I really try. I mean, I totally forgot some people. I totally just misremembered some things there at the end. I thought I felt pretty good about that number, but yeah, it was fun. Kevin, Joe, great. Chris was very good. We were all very good at this. It's 3 movies, so how much trivia can there be for it? But it was fun.
Definitely. And last but not least, I gotta bring him in first because he got kicked somehow. There we go. Chris Diaz, how you feeling, man?
I thought I did better, but it's a pretty great movie. It's like, I think I should have studied more the people in it and the squads that would trip me a little bit, but I felt good. I love this movie, and I'd rather lose to 3 great guys who know the great knowledge I do. I really love playing with you guys. So it was a fun game. Looking forward to more stuff, and it was a great game. Got me to be one of my favorite trilogy. Yeah.
There we go. All right, guys. So, yeah, if you did enjoy this, hit that like button, subscribe to Nerd Entertainment Network down below. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon. Welcome back, everybody, to the Movie Trivia Challenge. This is the Singles Division. This is your exhibition match for the month, and it is on the Final Destination series. We have 3 beautiful, intelligent people with us tonight. We will start with the most beautiful, the most intelligent. Everyone's Papa West. How's it going, man?
Doing good. I'm a little confused because you said you have 3 beautiful and intelligent people. I see me. Where are the other beautiful, intelligent people?
Whoa.
Oh, Bruce is here. Bruce is here. Bruce makes 2.
Damn, Shawn.
We have, speaking of him, Mr. Bruce Boyd. How's it going, man?
Hey, I'm glad to be here. You know, always glad to come in here and do some trivia, Hunter, and it's always fun. So glad I'm here to have some fun and hopefully don't die.
Yep. Hopefully you not die. And then to the corner, I think he's right here, Mr. Steve Mesa. How's it going, man?
I canceled my flight. I canceled my dentist appointment. I make sure I didn't travel on any buses today just to make sure I survived long enough. No log trucks. No log trucks. I swerved around that motherfucker and just make sure I got here Make sure I got here over here. Also, make sure I didn't have any coffee near my groin area.
Yeah, very, very smart. All right, I'll explain to you guys how this will work. 15 questions in total. First 10 questions will be your regular whiteboard round. 15 seconds to answer the question. You get it right, you get 1 point. Nothing happens if you miss it. The last 5 will be gain 1, lose 1. You get it right, you gain 1 point. You miss it, or if you answer, you lose 1 point. All right?
Sounds good.
Sounds very great.
You guys are ready? We will start with the very first question, which is, in Final Destination 1, what is the number of the airline flight that gets blown up at the beginning of the film? Had to start off with a little bit of an easier one.
I ain't got a problem with that, Hunter.
5.
If you're going to do 9 more, too, that'd be great.
1. Pins down, Bruce.
That'd be Flight 180.
That is correct. Steve.
180.
That is correct. And Jacob.
Flight 180.
That is correct. Everyone is on the board. Going into question number 2. Which city and state is Kimberly and her friends heading to before the huge collision in Final Destination 2? Now, see, I said start off with an easier one. I never said anything about the second question.
Oh. Soften us up to knock us down. I see what that is.
2, 1. Pins down. Exactly. We will start with Steve.
I put down in Tampa, Florida.
That is incorrect. Jacob.
Chicago, Illinois.
That is also incorrect. And Bruce.
Yeah, I put South Carolina, but I wasn't sure where in South Carolina.
Oh, the correct answer is Daytona Beach, Florida.
And the Florida, damn it.
Daytona.
I knew they were going to some kind of beach. I was going to put Myrtle Beach, but I was like, I don't think that's Myrtle Beach.
Alright, guys, your third question. How does Ashley and Ashlynn die in Final Destination 3? I will be lenient with the response.
Okay.
As long as you get the general idea. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Jacob.
Their tanning beds burst into flames.
That is correct. Bruce.
Yeah, they burned to death in their tanning beds.
That is correct. And Steve.
Burnt alive in tanning booths.
That is correct. 2, 2, 2. Going into your fourth question. What is the name of the speedway where Nick suffers a premonition at the beginning of the Final Destination? So this is not Final Destination 1, this is the 4th in the series.
Probably should know this.
The one that makes you think it's the last one, but it's not actually the last one.
Yeah, it's not actually the last
That
one.
The one where they wanted to do a redo, they just didn't know yet.
Yep. 5, 4, 3.
I mean, technically timeline though.
1. Pins down. We will start with Bruce.
Yeah, this isn't right, but I just put McKinley Speedway.
That is correct.
Is
That's
it?
correct, yeah.
That is correct. Steve.
McKinley Speedway.
That is correct. And Jacob.
Talladega.
Ooh. So Bruce with 3, Steve with 3, Jacob with 2. Going into your fifth question, which is, how does Isaac die in Final Destination 5? Again, we will be lenient with the response.
How he actually dies, or the premonition?
How does he actually die? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
Buddha statue crushes his head.
That is correct. Jacob.
I forgot which one Isaac was. So I said crushed by the plane while in a bar.
Ooh, that is incorrect. And Bruce.
Yeah, the Buddha crushes his head.
That is correct. Alright, guys. Going into your sixth question, which is, who is the first victim of Death's plan after the plane crash in Final Destination? And we just need the first name. These were some fun questions to write. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Jacob.
Todd.
That is correct. Bruce.
Todd.
That is correct. And Steve.
I wrote it as the paperclip throw it. Todd.
Yeah.
Correct. Alright, guys. Your seventh question. In Final Destination 2, we learned that Alex had died by what? 2, 1. Pins down. We will start with Bruce.
He died by a falling brick to the dome.
That is correct, Steve.
Falling brick.
That is correct, and Jacob.
A falling brick.
That is correct.
Like, come on. He cheated death this whole time. Then all of a sudden, a brick's gonna take him out. I mean, come on.
He never saw it coming.
Out of nowhere. You can say it's out of nowhere, right, Hunter?
It's like an RKO. All right. So
It's like he didn't sign on for the second movie, and so they just had to write something.
what is
That's
the
what it
name
was.
of the roller coaster at the beginning of Final Destination 3? I did not actually mind this one, probably because it has one of my crushes in it, Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
Yes, Hunter!
3, 2, 1. Pins down. We start with Steve.
The Devil's Flight.
That is correct. Jacob.
Oh, I knew it was the Devils. I just put Inferno instead.
Ooh, that is incorrect. And Bruce.
Yeah, it's the Devil's Flight.
That is correct. Alright, guys. Your penultimate question is thus: who plays Hunt in the Final Destination? Right now it's Bruce with 7, Steve with 7, and Jacob behind with 4. 5,
Steve might got me here.
3, 2, 1. Pins down, Jacob.
I didn't think of anything at all.
Bruce.
Yeah, I couldn't pull his name.
And Steve.
Nick Zano.
That is correct.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you.
And your final question of this round is: in Sam's vision, who is the only survivor of the bridge disaster in Final Destination 5? I forgot to put that in there. And we're just looking for the first name.
Ooh. I may have the wrong first name.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Bruce.
Was it Samantha?
That is incorrect, Steve.
I put down Emma Bell as in the actress Emma Bell, but I don't have the character's name.
That is incorrect, Papa.
So I put his girlfriend, and then Holly? Is that the girl
you
name?
are so close. It is Molly.
Molly.
Oh, Molly.
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 Alright, guys, so at the end of round
I get a
number
half a
one-
point because it's his girlfriend, right?
Well, I should get half a point because I put down the actress name.
Oh, you get nothing,
No
Steve.
half points, ladies and gentlemen. But the scores at the end of round number 1 are Steve in the lead with 8, Bruce behind with 7, and Jacob behind with 4. Going into round number 2, which is the game 1, lose 1 round. There are 5 questions remaining. You get it right, you gain 1 point. You miss it or refuse to answer, you lose 1 point, alright? You guys are ready. We will start with the very first question in round number 2, which is: which movie in the Final Destination film series has the highest Rotten Tomato rating?
Oh, God. That's a good question. Good thing
I'll give you a hint. It's one of the 5.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
It's a good hint. I mean, you have a 20% chance of guessing the right one.
Yes.
25, because we can imagine one of these not being up there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, Bruce.
I'm going to say Final Destination 3.
That is incorrect for a loss of 1 point. Steve.
The original Final Destination?
That is incorrect. And Jacob.
I sandwiched it. I said 2.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Final Destination 5.
Fair,
Really?
fair. That was my second
With a
choice.
score of 60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
Nice.
The other ones got lower than 60%?
Yeah. Every single one of them was between 30 and 40. I think 5 or 6 got like, or not 6, but 3 got like 50.
I just picked the third one because of Mary Elizabeth Weinstein and Ryan Merriman. So.
All right, so my man. All right, your next question is: speaking of Final Destination 3, how does Lewis die in Final Destination 3?
Oh, God,
Again,
who's Lewis?
Yeah.
I'll be lenient on the answers. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Steve.
The way crushes his head, squishing it like a grape.
That is correct for 1 point. Jacob.
Because I couldn't think of who Lewis was, so I'm like, I'm gonna pick the guy with the coolest real name. Texas Battle gets his head crushed by weights.
That is correct. And Bruce.
I'm not gonna die because all I do is win. All I do is win. Waits crushed by head.
That is correct. Alright, guys. Your next question is: in Final Destination 2, William Bloodsworth tells the group that what can defeat death? William Bloodsworth, not only a badass name, played by a badass actor. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pins down, Jacob.
Bringing in new life.
That is correct. Bruce.
Yeah, only new life can defeat death.
That is correct. Steve.
New life!
That is correct. Alright, your penultimate question is: who plays Billy Hitchcock in Final Destination?
My favorite character from Final Destination.
Oh, he's so good.
Carter, you dick!
4, 3, 2, 1.
He dies way too soon, though.
Oh, he
Pins
does.
down, Jacob.
Sean William Scott.
That is correct. Bruce.
Shawn William Scott.
That is correct. And Steve.
Shawn William Scott.
That is correct. And your final question is: who directed Final Destination 5?
Oh no. He's like the first 4 were like the same 2 guys, and the 5th one's just like someone different.
Yeah.
God, I don't know his name. Why?
Like, I could have told you the name of Final Destination 1 and 3.
Yeah.
2 and 4, I'm like, they were involved in the others, but...
Pins down, Bruce.
Ah, man, I couldn't think of the guy from the 5th one.
Ooh, Steve.
I put Steve Quayle.
Hold on. Jacob.
I'm really fascinated with her work. I wrote Yo Mama.
Your winner, Steve Mesa. Congratulations, Steve. Final score was 11-8-5. How you feeling, man?
Good. It's nice to be the last man standing. There's a couple of quick, not tricky questions. There's questions that I simply forgot, the girlfriend and all that other jazz. But I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to doing something like this again, defending my Final Destination crown if anybody wants to come at the king. So, you know.
There we go. All right, we move on to our runner-up, Mr. Bruce Boyd, 8 points. You came in here expecting not to do that well. How you feeling?
Hey, man, honestly, like, I knew a lot more than, my memory backed up a lot more information than I thought. Because, like I said, I didn't rewatch these movies in a while. I was going off memory. That McKinley pool, like, I knew McKinley, was from the 3rd one, but I wasn't sure if they brought it into the 4th one. They did, so I was happy about that. But yeah, Steve knows his stuff, man, and he's a good guy. He knows a lot of stuff, and I'm just happy to be here, man. I guess I couldn't cheat death today, but it happens.
There you go. And finally, Mr. Papa West. How you feeling, man?
Considering I just found out I was doing this less than 24 hours ago.
Fair.
I'm doing good.
I mean, 5 points is not nothing to sneeze at. I can definitely tell that you all love these movies. So we'll go back to all of us on screen. Guys, it's been so much fun. If you have enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe to the Nerd Entertainment Network down below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.